Take notes. Take notes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are again. A beautiful Wednesday. I think it's almost springtime. I think next week is the first day of spring. Here we are. Hump day, 12-pack. Are you ready?
Yes.
John's been like chomping at the bit, and I am so excited for his little introduction tonight, because it's gonna be great. It really is. My name is Queen Petty. I am the hostess tonight on this wonderful show we call 12-pack, and we welcome you in. If you're watching us from someplace other than Dallas-Fort Worth, welcome. Let us know that you are live with us. Go on our chat and let us know that you're in the building, so that way we can recognize you. We do appreciate your love. Let me get started because we have a lot to cover tonight. Today has been an exciting day in sports, mainly football. But let me get us started. Let me introduce you guys to one of our co-hosts. He is our stat assassin, resident T-Bag. How are you today?
I'm good. Sorry, I was confused by that a little bit, but no, I'm good. Tired, but beer always wakes me up. So.
Are you ready for conversation today?
No.
No, not at all. Have
no.
you prepared?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, nice.
I've worked a minimum of 14 hours a day for the last 3 days, so I've been kind of I threw together.
I mean, the real world sucks. We get it.
I don't believe in the real world.
Yeah, the real world sucks. It does.
No, I will challenge anything that John has to say tonight, so I'm ready for that.
All right. To the right of me is my ride or die. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be celebrating our 21st anniversary on Monday, and I'm so excited to I know we are old, right? But we are excited to just be together, and I'm excited to say happy anniversary to my one and only husband, Big John. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you doing good?
Yeah. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Tell me how good you're doing.
I'm doing so good that I think it was a month ago we had a show and we did the quarterback carousel.
You picked one, right?
And the Raiders came up and I said Jimmy G was going to go to the Raiders, and somebody said it was the stupidest thing they'd ever heard. Where did Jimmy G sign?
The Raiders.
Oh.
Still the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
So I'm not done yet. So then we get to Tampa Bay, and he asked, or you asked, who was going to go there. Mm-hmm. And I believe Trevor said, they're going to stick with Kyle Trask.
Yeah.
What
did you say?
Kyle Trask will start.
So then I said that they were going to pick up Baker Mayfield.
And what did he say?
He said that was even dumber than the first one I said. But who did they sign?
1 year, $8.5 million.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Grossly overpaid.
So I'm just saying, Trevor, you were 0 for 2. Now, some of the ones we both agreed on, they did stay true. And there was a couple that we both missed on.
Actually, did you go back and watch that?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I got them all circled on who you picked, who I picked, and yes, sir.
He came ready to serve.
So I just wanted to throw a little smoke at you, and yeah, stupidest
that.
And dumbest thing I've ever said were both right.
I still stand by those statements.
You can stand by them all you want, but I was 110% right on both accounts. Thank you, sir, and have a nice day.
It's going to be an interesting night tonight. Real quick, before we actually get really started with this, I want to say a big hello to Mr. HR himself. He is in the building. He is the king of this castle. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Jedi, is behind the ones and twos for us tonight. He is here to make sure you guys behave. Hi, Jedi. How are you?
Guys, I am back. This is exciting.
I know. You over there pushing all kinds of buttons and getting prepared. I don't know what's going on.
Man,
Is that like to bleep us out when we say bad words?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay,
or
cool.
cut your
You guys
mics
are
off.
Yeah, he
know.
could just cut us off.
Yeah,
That's
just cut
cool.
the mics off. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so real quick, want to go through a couple of disclaimers because, HR and all. One, if you are watching this show in front of children, on speaker, at work, we do cuss. So we do drop the F-bomb. So it may be in your best interest to put the phone or however you're watching it in your ear if somebody is going to be offended by something that we say, because we don't hold back. Okay. Number two, if you are watching us through Facebook Live, we really do appreciate it. We love you. Let us know that you are on there. I will be reading your comments throughout the conversation. I may not get to it right away, but I will get to your comment as it pertains to the conversation. So real quick, I want to give a couple shout outs. Linda's on, Gabe's on, Ray, hey, Joshua, that's your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's joining us. Easy is on. Our kids, Jacob and Alyssa, are on, and I'm sure Alyssa's going to have something offensive to say to Trevor.
Oh, I
We
can't
can't
say
wait.
anything back because
She's 4 weeks from giving birth.
I know.
Yeah, we're going to be grandparents in about 4 weeks, so we're super excited about
Again.
that. Yeah, so let us know how you feel about the conversation. We're definitely going to get it in. All right, though that's over with, we had a big week in sports, a big day in sports, really, with football. A couple of highlights we're going to go over with the free agency market. Let's start off with the Bears. They traded their number one pick, for DJ Moore and 4 draft picks. John,
Yes.
somebody actually just called you and said, go easy on his Bears.
I called this before it even happened.
I need you to just be nice to the family.
I'm
Go
not going to be
easy on
mean. I
the
think this
Bears.
was the smartest thing the Bears could have done. I think they came out with a steal. They got a wide receiver. They got 4 picks, a first and a second this year, first next year, a second the year after that. I think this was the biggest move. If you're going to stick with Justin Fields, which they want to, then this was the best move the Bears could have ever made. I mean, you traded 1 pick, you traded down 8 spots, and then you got a second pick for it, and a third, and a fourth, and a wide receiver. Everything that they need so far. Now, what they do with their draft picks will be another story, but if you're going to roll with Justin Fields, this is the best move the Bears could have made.
Trevor?
While I agree it was a good trade, I think they may have jumped the gun a little early.
Think they could have got more?
I think so.
3 firsts or 2 firsts and then some more
Well,
this year?
I don't think they could have gotten 2 firsts this year because no one has 2
Well,
firsts this year besides the Eagles, and the Eagles aren't trading their 2 firsts to move
Yeah,
up.
they don't want a quarterback. So.
Eagles will trade down and get more picks because they have an
Just like the
abundance.
Bears.
Yeah, but I think if they had waited and let the quarterbacks go through their like pro days and stuff like that, and let
Some of the teams see 'em.
teams fall in love with somebody that somebody else is gonna grab them. I got to make the move and go up. I think they could have gotten more.
Well, do you think Carolina
Besides
already
DJ?
did fall in love with one of the quarterbacks?
Yeah, C.J. Stroud. No, I don't know who they're going after.
I don't either, but I think they did fall in love, and they made an offer, and the Bears said, "Ooh,
Yeah, and
I got you.
Carolina has no other options because they tried the Baker Mayfield experiment that didn't work,
and the Sam Darnold."
and the Sam Darnold, and the Matt Corral or whatever from last year, and the Cam Newton experiment that didn't work. So yes, they need a quarterback. I meant they're not a quarterback away
No.
from anything, but they also Carolina hindered themselves at getting a team around a quarterback, so that's gonna
Yeah, you
Hinder
traded your
them.
first and second round this year.
for a quarterback, and you traded your first next year to get top talent.
What did
around
they
there,
get
too.
for Christian McCaffrey last year?
Like a 5th,
Oh, so
or
yeah,
a
that
third,
didn't
or
help.
some bullshit like that. So that was just a salary cap dump.
I think so was trading the wide receiver. He had a big salary.
DJ Moore.
Yeah. I think that was more
He
of a
was
salary
coming
cap
due
cut.
for a new contract, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
But I could be wrong. But no, the Bears legit. The wide receiver helps the Bears because it gives them a true number one to go with Mooney, and I forget the other fucker's name.
I have no idea.
But they have Darnell Mooney.
Josh probably knows. I
Yeah.
mean, if he wants
Darnell
to chime
Mooney
in.
they drafted a couple years ago, and that. So as much as I am a
Speaking of
Packers
Josh,
fan,
Speaking of Josh, he does say great trade, especially if Carolina sucks this year.
Oh, they
Carolina
did.
sucked
Carolina did just sign Miles Sanders
which is
from
the
Philly.
stupid move because he's kind of old and washed.
He
I
had a
think.
pretty good year last year, but
He's gonna go play for a team that is,
oh, I agree. I mean,
So-
but you got to start building somewhere. So this is, I guess, where
Yeah.
they're going to start. I don't know.
I think you draft run. I don't think you don't sign.
You and I agree on this. You never sign a running back. You always draft them.
Yeah,
And then when their contract's up,
there's
See
200
ya.
of them available every year in the draft. You can draft.
And they have some great ones this year.
There's a new running back available, but we're going to get to that later.
Oh,
A running
shit.
back.
That's not a running back. That's like
It's
a
a
fullback.
lineman. But yeah, no, I think it helps the Bears as I am a Packer fan. I hate that the Bears are getting better, but it is what it is.
So would you agree, because somebody commented on this earlier, that Detroit is the best team in your division right now?
Not anymore. They lost a big piece.
Who?
Their number one offensive weapon they lost.
Oh, did they?
You know what I'm talking
Shit,
about?
I haven't seen that. No.
The running back. Leading touchdown guy for the NFL this year.
Yeah, but we already said
Jamal.
running backs are a dime a dozen.
I know. But you lose your number one offensive weapon, that hinders you. And they're relying on a quarterback that has a good year, then has 4 bad years, then has a good year, then has 4 bad years.
And Jared Goff.
And Jared Goff, yeah.
Okay.
So
Somebody said nobody cares.
nobody cares about the Lions.
Nobody cares about the Lions. Moving on, let's talk about one of the picks that John called at the beginning of
fuck
our
that.
new season a few weeks ago. He called Jimmy G was going to the Raiders, and that is in fact what happened. He got a 3-year, $72.75 million deal with $34 million guaranteed. Is this a good move for the Raiders, Trevor?
No. No. You paid $35 million to a guy that averages playing 3 games a year.
I'll give him 5.
Either way you slice it, it is what it is. And he's a glorified bus driver.
He's an Alex Smith part 2. Not even as good as Alex
Not
Smith.
even as good
but
as Alex Smith.
Alex Smith part game manager.
Yeah, but Alex Smith stayed healthy until the end of his career, though, too. And he can't even stay on the damn field. And he's going to a terrible...
Was it true David Montgomery went to Detroit? Sorry.
I didn't pay attention to
So
that,
that's
but
what
he
I
could've.
just saw on here, and that will help a little bit.
I would rather have Jamal Williams than David Montgomery.
Well, I get you, but I mean,
Jamal Williams was drafted by the Packers, too. But
yeah.
where was I saying? I forgot. I lost my... Oh, he's going to the fucking Raiders.
Mhm.
The Raiders have one player.
Who? Devontae?
Devontae. That's the only damn player they have.
And they just traded. Well, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
But they just traded away their best
my-
tight end.
Yeah, arguably a top 5 player at his position in the NFL.
Yes.
And he's going to a team that has a coach that hasn't proven jack shit, that he just destroys teams outside of his coaching tree. Even though he's from when he was with the Patriots.
You talking about Josh McDaniels?
Yeah.
Oh, he destroyed the Broncos. He
Yeah.
traded everything good away, and then just left us where we are right now.
And that's exactly what he's
And
doing
he's doing
again.
the same thing,
Yeah.
which I love because it's in the AFC West and it's one of our opponents. So yes, the Raiders will be the dumpster of our division for the next 5 years.
So real quick, got some comments. Ray says John should work for ESPN. Would love to see John versus Stephen A. Josh said Montgomery gonna kick ass in Detroit. Gabe said, I'm not sure what you guys were talking about, but he said yes for 3 years. Jacob
David Montgomery.
says not like he was ever healthy though. Speaking of Darren Waller.
Yeah, he had one good year. And then
Well,
he
his
was injured
first year he
last
was healthy. Last year he was
Yeah.
on the bench a lot, but still, when he is healthy, he's a top 5 tight end in the NFL.
Yeah, arguably top 3. But yeah, that 1 year he had 2 good years, 19 and 20. He had 200 catches between those 2 years.
I still think I would take him in Denver. But for me, This was a trade that Josh McDaniels wanted because he had him in New England, and this is just the dumbest damn thing the Raiders could have done. You might as well have stuck with, what is it, Matt Castle? Who's their backup?
Jared
But you
Stidham.
called
Jared
this.
Stidham.
You called this.
I did
though.
call it.
You called this.
I know, because the Raiders are dumb, and they have Josh McDaniels at the helm. So, yes, I called it
So you
because
knew they were
you're
gonna
going to
make a
pick up a
dumb move.
journeyman quarterback that can't stay healthy to save his life, and you're just throwing your team further into getting a first-round pick next year.
Everyone gets first round pick every year.
First pick of the first round.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I don't think the Broncos have a first round pick this year though.
No, we don't.
No.
We traded them all away. That's okay. We've already spent more money than anybody else in NFL free agency today.
I do find it funny, though, that Jared Stidham, drafted by the Patriots when McDaniels was there, and now Jimmy G drafted by the Patriots when McDaniels was there.
And now they're
he
both
has
playing
both
for
of
him.
them because they both couldn't cut it in Patriot land.
Yeah, Bill Belichick said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
We're going to trade your ass. And now that Josh is on his own, he's going to bring him back, and he's going to have a trash-ass team.
So flipping the coin from the Raiders to the 49ers. Now that Jimmy G's not with the 49ers, the 49ers have signed Sam Darnold to a 1-year, $4.5 million contract with $3.5 million guaranteed. John, is this a good move for the 49ers, as you both claim that they were going to keep Brock Purdy and who else? You have
Trey
the
Lance.
list. Trey Lance as their quarterbacks.
And they will keep both of them. Brock Purdy will start over Trey Lance. Sam Darnold is a Band-Aid because both of those guys had surgery and may not be ready at the beginning of the season. So they paid him $3.5 million
To play a
just
couple of
in
games.
case neither one of those guys are healthy. And no, it was a dumbass move. There's plenty of quarterbacks you could have signed for a Band-Aid, but not Sam Darnold.
Brock Purdy will not start because he will not be healthy come week 1.
He'll be healthy in 3 months.
He had Tommy John. He's having Tommy John surgery.
He's already said 3 months.
If he's gonna be healthy in 3 months, you don't shell out money for another quarterback.
I agree, but it's just a Band-Aid. They didn't shell out a lot.
Because when the season starts, one of those quarterbacks isn't on the team, so you don't carry 3 quarterbacks.
Just saying. Trey Lance is going to the dirt. You picked him to be on the team. He's not going to be there.
I guarantee.
He's not going to be there, bro. His career is over because of Brock Purdy's accolades last year.
Brock Purdy wasn't even fucking good last year.
He was 6-0 going into the playoffs. The only reason they lost is because he got hurt.
Jimmy G was 6-0 with the. So Jimmy G is amazing, is what you're saying. Jimmy G
No,
started his career.
Jimmy G wasn't. He was 5-1.
Jimmy G started his career with the 49ers when he first got there. Started off winning like 7-8 games in a row.
And then went to shit. We haven't seen Brock Purdy go to shit yet.
Yeah,
He's
we
got to
did.
come back from injury.
We saw the fucking playoffs.
He was winning until he got hurt. And then he had to go to their 4th string, which I don't even know his name.
So Josh has 2 comments. One, Josh, you're my new #1 fan. He says, haha, your wife's funny. Lil John, no first rounders for your Broncos. Best Seahawks trade ever. And then he said San Francisco carried 3 quarterbacks last year.
They did.
At the end, yeah.
Yeah.
They had Trey Lance, Jimmy G, and Brock Purdy.
Gabe
And then they had to
says,
sign
He
one
wasn't
more.
on the active roster at the beginning of the year, though.
No.
Gabe says Purdy was the reason they were in the playoffs.
You're damn
No.
right. I'm on the Brock Purdy train. Let's go.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, go ahead. Just say it
Get the
again.
fuck
Say it
outta
again.
here. If
I love it. Bring it. Bring it.
He's gonna have me start clipping when you call the dumbest move ever, the dumbest thing ever said, and I'm gonna have to clip that and put that on YouTube or Facebook constantly because you keep like saying
no, Brock Purdy is no. I don't even know what to say.
there are no
because-
words for Trevor.
Can we call him Birdie? Since you have Lambjack, I can call him Birdie
So
or Purdy.
Brock Purdy is expected to recover in 6 months.
Well, I read 3 months, but okay.
He's able to start throwing in 3 months.
Okay, that's all I need. I need him to
But-
start throwing the ball.
With an expected recovery in 6
Okay. When's the NFL game start?
and 4.
Okay. So we got Sam Darnold until then. Trey Lance is still on the bench.
Trey
He's
Lance-
going to be on the practice squad by week 3
no.
when Brock Purdy steps into the line.
Get out of here. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, moving on. The Giants. Let's talk about the Giants. You know how much I love talking about the Giants. Blech. Want to throw up with them. The Giants are trading a 3rd-round pick for Darren Waller.
Best move ever. They need it. Daniel Jones needs all the help he can get. This is the help he needs. If Darren Waller can stay healthy, this is a great move for the Giants. I wouldn't have signed Daniel Jones to 160 million 4 years, but if you're going to do that, yeah, I know, 40 million a year. If you're going to do that, you're going to need some weapons around him, and Darren Waller is going to be his number one receiver next year. So here we go.
Trevor?
Holy fuck. I meant I'm still baffled by the Daniel Jones.
Oh, I am too. I don't understand it.
This guy in his career has never thrown more touchdowns than games in a season.
No.
They only play 17 games in a season. So he's never thrown more than 17 touchdowns in a season, and he's worth top 5 quarterback money.
That's ridiculous.
That's
Jerry Jones stupid.
That's like paying Zeke 4 years ago a contract extension when he's holding out.
That's Jerry Jones stupidity right there. That's Jerry Jones stupidity. Yeah. Jerry Jones must be running the money for the Giants. I don't know. He made it. That's a stupid move. But we're gonna get to the Cowboys in a minute. So if you're a Cowboys fan, stay tuned.
There aren't many left.
So do you like the Darren Waller trade though?
Yeah.
For a third rounder? I mean, to me, it seems fair.
A third rounder is acceptable. I don't know how long. It depends how long Darren Waller's under contract for. That's the big thing. Because if it's only a 1-year contract left for Darren Waller, then I think it's bullshit. Let me see. Googling. Okay, they still have they have a potential out after this year with 0 dead cap.
Oh, well, there you go.
But he's under contract through 2026, technically.
So that's a good trade.
But Darren Waller will play good this year, and he will hold out, and then the Giants will have to pay him a shit ton of money.
So we got a couple comments on Facebook.
Of
this
course.
guy, I mean, if this is really your first name, I love it. Your parents are the fucking bomb, but Bong, that's his first name, says hey to you.
What's
his last name Water?
I can't even, I don't want to even attempt to say his last name because I don't want to offend. Jacob says fair trade. And then
what
Ray.
Does Jacob know?
I know. What does Jacob know, right?
I know Jacob screwed up on the quarterback carousel. He said a couple comments, and he was so far off.
It's okay.
But
He's still learning.
I know. I'm just
baby
throwing
steps
it out there.
with him. Baby steps with him. Ray says Waller would have been a great replacement for Schultz.
True.
That's very true. Josh says Waller gonna make Daniel Jones look like he deserves the money.
That could be true too.
I
like that statement.
The only way Darren...
Say something stupid, Trevor. Say something stupid. Please. I want it on camera.
The only way Daniel Jones eats that money... eats it, wow.
He's going to eat
earns the money is he has to throw at least 30 touchdown passes.
And so what if he does that this year?
Then he deserved it.
What do you say to that?
I say it was a lucky-ass, stupid-ass move. That's all it is because...
It means Brian Daboll is a genius.
No, not at all.
He saw something that nobody else saw.
I don't think he even saw it. He was just forced to because they squeaked it in the playoffs. What's the terrible fucking thing about this whole thing is Daniel Jones is like a top 5 quarterback in the NFC because of how bad the quarterbacks in the NFC are right now.
So they had to pay him big money to keep him.
No one would have paid him any more.
We don't know that. Carolina might have. Tampa Bay might have.
No.
I mean, you're going to pay Baker Mayfield $8 million for 1 year.
I would rather have Baker Mayfield for $25 a year than Daniel Jones for $40.
Well, I would agree with that too.
I'd rather have Sam Darnold for $25 a year than fucking Daniel Jones for $40.
Somebody just said Dayball's the GOAT.
Dayball is the GOAT.
I won't say who.
Moving on.
Suspect comments.
Yeah, he said very suspect comments. Moving on, let's talk about Jalen Ramsey going to the Dolphins. Trevor.
I like it.
You like it?
The Rams are having a fire sale. The Rams had their window. They tried to repeat. The window failed. They have no draft picks. They're trying to recoup anything they have. They are in salary cap hell. I meant Matt Stafford, who knows if he has an arm anymore? It could have been amputated. Who knows? The guy can't throw. He's the new Peyton Manning of the NFL, basically. Just slightly earlier in his career. Once again proves that Sean McVay isn't as good a coach as people think. I don't think. I think he just caught lightning in a bottle with having the most expensive team. Basically, they bought the Super Bowl, and they're cutting ties. And Ramsey to the Dolphins solidifies the Dolphins as a contender. I think Ramsey's he's not his lockdown self he once was 2 years ago, but
you think the Dolphins are going to actually like contend for the
Dolphins
Super Bowl
are
this year?
They're contenders, yeah. 100%.
Seriously.
100%. They've made moves the last 2 years.
The Dolphins just signed both their running backs back.
Yep.
They got Jalen Ramsey to add to their defense, which was already decent.
Mm-hmm.
You re-signed Tua, gave him a contract extension.
Did they really? I didn't even see that.
I think it was 4 years.
I didn't see that. But
So you're putting stock into Tua?
They are. I'm not.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I mean, if you can keep his head off the ground, then maybe, he was
Tua
doing
is
great.
the third best quarterback in his division.
He was doing great.
I mean, okay. Wait
Other than Ryan Tannehill?
Like,
Yes, he's
Really?
the third best quarterback in his division.
really?
Do you think he's
I'm
fourth?
just saying, I'm just saying, what's the division?
Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, and him.
Okay, we're
And
going to get
Ryan-
to Aaron Rodgers, and there's a reason why he's going to the Jets.
I think it was a good trade for the Dolphins. I think this does solidify what they're trying to do, and they've made a lot of moves in this offseason, this free agency, and it's just one more piece to the puzzle that they need. Now, Jalen Ramsey has lost a step, but I think he's still a very good cornerback. He can still shut down certain players, maybe not a Devontae Adams or who's the kid in Cincinnati? Justin Jefferson. But he's still a great cornerback, and I like to trade for Miami. I think they're trying to do things, and they want to move to the next level, and this is just one more piece to it.
Okay. Ray says Dolphins will have the same result as last season with or without Ramsey. And Josh says he's not a Teabag fan just because he's a Packer fan, but he's right about Tua.
And Tua has not signed a contract extension.
They didn't sign it yet?
They exercised his fifth-year option.
Oh, okay. They were talking about a 4-year deal coming up, so I don't know.
So let's move on to the team that's spending seems to be the most money this offseason so far. The Broncos have spent $140 million for 2 linemen, and they're looking to trade a wide receiver for draft capital. John, I'm going to start with you. What the fuck?
What about it?
What is the who's in charge up there? Like, what is happening? Y'all making some silly decisions.
The CEO of Walmart is in charge, and he's just spending money like he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's like
trying to win a championship.
He's wiping his ass with this $100
He needs somebody
bill.
to protect Russell Wilson. That was our biggest problem last year was our offensive line, and he took care of that with these 2 guys.
What 2 guys?
I don't even remember. Did I write them down?
Yeah, because they're no-namers.
No, I didn't write them down.
They're no-namers. Like, what?
Was it McGlinty?
I think so.
Was McGlinty one of them?
Yeah. But they signed 2 offensive linemen. They signed Samaje Perine from Cincinnati.
Why the fuck would they do that?
Because he's going to back up Javonte Williams. We need a bruiser with a cruiser. And, yes, that's my line. Don't hate it.
Did you just say that?
I did. You're damn right I did.
Oh, my God.
And we are going to trade probably Jerry Jeudy for a first-round pick in this year's draft.
Trade for first
So that's what we're asking. Whether you want it or not, you can come get it. If not, we'll keep Jerry Jeudy and we'll just light the fucking field up with whoever we got.
I think Dallas should pick that up.
Hey,
But we're going to get to Dallas. in a
he'd be your
minute.
number
Stay
1
tuned.
wide receiver right now because he's that good.
Okay, so we've got a.
Hold on, wait. Who's number 1 wide receiver with Jerry Jeudy?
I'm going to cut y'all's mic
Anybody.
off in the chat line.
Dallas?
I just want y'all to know.
She said if Dallas picked him up. I'm not saying
I
on every
wouldn't
team,
mind
but
I wouldn't mind having Jerry Jeudy.
he would be their number 1 over CeeDee
I
Lamb.
wouldn't mind.
They're not going to trade for Jerry Jeudy 1.
I wouldn't mind.
I know, but she just said if they
Number
picked him
2,
up.
Jerry Judy's been kind of a bust, so that you'll
Well,
never
he's
get
been
a
hurt a
first
lot.
round.
Yes,
You'll never get a
but,
first-round pick
you
for
know.
him.
he wasn't as big a bust as the one that went to the Raiders from
Jerry
Alabama.
Jones
Well,
is an
yeah,
emotional
because
buyer.
he's-
Jerry Jones is an emotional buyer. So if he finds some kind of emotion with Jerry Jeudy, he will emotionally buy what he's got to buy for this team.
They won't trade draft picks, so
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
I guarantee they won't trade draft picks.
We'll see.
But I do have my next jersey that I got to buy, Samaje Perine, because,
Yeah.
he went to OU.
Ray says Wallace from Applebee's could block better than those two Broncos shows.
Okay, Ray, we're gonna see because your offensive line is so great.
Josh says Judy ain't worth a first rounder. Judy is a second receiver at best.
Yeah, maybe worth a third rounder.
Hey, that's fine. This is what Denver's asking for. Whether you pay or not is the question.
Mike McGlinty, that's his name.
Mike McGlinty. Trevor, what you think about the Broncos?
Honestly, if you want my honest opinion,
I want nothing but your honest opinion.
who the fuck cares? They're
I
the
do.
third best team in their division. They're
Second,
at best the 9th best team in the AFC.
second, and fifth.
Let's go through it. Are they better than the Bills?
No, not right now.
Are they better than
Nor
the
the
Dolphins?
Bengals, nor the Chiefs.
Are they better than
Yes.
the Dolphins?
We will be, yes.
The Jets.
Yes.
Even with Aaron Rodgers.
With or without Aaron Rodgers, yes. I think Jets should start Mike White, honestly, but that's just my opinion.
Fuck. So they're better than the Patriots,
Oh, yeah.
the Steelers,
Yes.
the Ravens,
Of course. All they have is a running back.
the Browns.
Yes. Deshaun the rapist.
God, you are smoking some good shit.
I know. I can't get behind a rapist or a running back or
I,
a guy that can't keep his head off the bottom of the field
I
because
slipped some ketamine in his
I'm just
drink
saying.
earlier.
I don't under. I
I'm gonna
understand
date
being.
rape him later.
I understand being a fan of your team, but your delusion is bordering on cowboy delusion.
No.
No.
I have to get hyped up for this year because we've had like 3 or 4 really, really, really bad years.
I mean, he's got Russell Wilson as his quarterback.
You're damn
so
right,
he's
we're
gotta
coming
figure
back.
out how to hype himself up.
I'm a
The
Russell
Yeah,
Wisconsin,
past
the
that
Wisconsin
move.
boy.
I'm a Russell Wilson fan, 100%.
We
but
know.
And now we got 2 offensive linemen that can block for him. We're ready.
And
We're-
Russell
we're
Wilson
doing
is
this.
the dumpster juice in the
Javante
dumpster.
Williams is a running back. We got Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. Yeah, we're good.
Really, Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
Who's your?
He'd be the best receiver on the
Alyssa.
Packers team
Stop.
right now.
I mean, I can't argue that. No, I take Christian Watson.
Nah.
Yeah.
Maybe just as a speed demon, but no. Route running, no.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you got your favorites, but I threw that out there. Jerry Judy's better than Christian Watson too.
Oh no, get the fuck out of here. With that.
See, here we go.
Christian Watson had a better year 1 than Judy's had in any
and we have
of
a better
his 3
running
years.
back than y'all.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
Who the fuck's better than Aaron
And
Jones?
we know how to utilize him until he gets hurt.
Aaron Jones has helped play.
We're gonna see when Jordan Love has Aaron Jones, and that's it. And Christian Watson. I'm sorry, you got Christian Watson because you lost Lazard.
We're gonna get to the Packers in a minute. I want to go ahead and just let's rip the Band-Aid off. I've been waiting for this all night, so that way I can just get it over with. Ding dong, Zeke is gone. Let's talk about the Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple of moves this week. Stephon Gilmore got picked up for a 5th-round compensatory pick. What the fuck is a compensatory pick? Can
You
someone
get
tell me?
picked.
From the compensatory draft.
You get picks based on a free agent's leave.
Okay.
So if you draft, let's say you draft Bob Stoops in the 1st round, and he doesn't re-sign with you, you'll get a compensatory pick.
Okay. So we've got Stephon Gilmore, who is a cornerback, right?
That is correct.
Okay. We have kept Leighton Vander Esch, which I still feel is an emotional decision on Jerry. I think that Jerry is still, I don't know. So I made a comment this week talking to some friends. I told them that basically Jerry Jones is an emotional GM. He holds on, he gets emotionally attached to players and staff, and then he holds on to them for too long, longer than he really should. And I feel like that's what he did with Kellen Moore. I think that's what he did with Jason Garrett. I think that's what he did with Tony Romo. I think that's what he's doing with Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott. I think now he's doing it with Leighton Vander Esch. I don't think Leighton Vander Esch is worth keeping around.
He was your
And
best.
so-
I'll let you finish.
I think he's injured. Like every year I feel like am I wrong? Like, he gets hurt with his neck or his back or something, and so he plays half a season, and so now we've paid him for another 2 years for $11 million contract. We've re-signed Donovan Wilson to a 3-year deal. Zeke is gone as of today, as of this afternoon, which, good riddance. Noah Brown has gone to the Texans, and Luke Gifford has gone to the Titans. So, I mean, there you have it.
And Dalton Schultz hasn't signed with anybody.
Dalton Schultz has not
be.
signed
I
with
said
anybody.
that. Fergus
He's a
Schott
top 5.
is your man.
So ESPN, hold on.
Fuck
ESPN and the polls say that he is a top 5 free agent. And I say, y'all are smoking something. I don't think Dalton Schultz is worth that.
The only reason they would put him as a
Good
top
riddance.
5 free agent is because tight ends are the security blanket for most quarterbacks.
The only
That's
reason
why.
they put him as a top 5 tight end is because they're using clickbait. It's just clickbait. That's all it is. ESPN is nothing but clickbait.
I agree.
They focus on the coasts and the
Cowboys.
biggest dumpster fire in the NFL outside of the Broncos, the Cowboys.
Oh shit! Don't even bring up the Broncos. We are a dumpster, but we
So,
coming back.
That's why Aaron Rodgers is always on every fucking show. They talk about Aaron Rodgers nonstop because he's clickbait.
He's a fucking idiot. But yes,
He's
Everybody
mentally
wants to
on.
know.
He's. Granted, hey, Rodgers does Rodgers. Whatever. We're not talking about that right now because I'm sure we're gonna get to it. Leighton Van Der Esch has only missed 3 games in the last 2 years. He was your best linebacker last year. And you got him on the fucking cheap.
yes.
You got him really fucking cheap. I don't have an issue with that. Stephon Gilmore, what did you trade for him?
A 5th round
A
compensatory.
5th round.
Okay, 5th round's not bad. I mean, dude's old as shit.
He's 32, isn't he?
He'll be 33 by the time the season starts.
Yeah.
So
For a cornerback, that's pretty old.
that's fairly old. You know, he's been in the league for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. This is 12th season. So cornerbacks don't age well, especially with young wide receivers on the other end. I mean, it may be good for Trayvon Diggs as a mentor to him a little bit.
And not even just Trayvon, but the other ones behind him. It'll help them get to where they need to be too.
Well, they won't see the field. So it
Well, I
don't
know, but I mean in practice and other
I know,
things,
I know.
and then you have your slot corners, and he can help them out with that.
matter. Yeah, but I meant, yeah, he's 2 years past his prime, so I think he's serviceable for a 5th round. It's not
Do you think that he's going to see much of the field? Like,
he'll play every game.
you think so?
Stephon Gilmore, yeah.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
play every game because he's their second best option, even though he's old.
Okay.
Yep.
He's lost maybe 2-3 steps in the last couple of years, but what he lost in steps, he makes up with knowledge of the game.
Experience.
Who gets more playtime, though?
Between
Between
there's always at least two cornerbacks on the
Well,
field.
Stephon
so he'll
and,
be on every.
Diggs will get.
Yeah.
they'll get all the playtime.
Yeah, he.
But who gets more, Diggs or
Both.
Stephon?
Both. You
there-
got to have
You
both of
think
them on the
you-
field.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's always at least 2
Okay.
because
I'm still learning, y'all.
no defense. It's usually 3 to 4 linemen, 3 or 4 linebackers, 2 safeties, and then 2 cornerbacks.
Okay.
So they'll both be on the field. I don't remember. I didn't watch much Cowboys this year. I don't know if Trayvon travels from side to side with the wide receiver. If he
They
sticks
don't
his
like
half.
to have him travel a whole lot. I
So
mean,
he-
it depends on the receivers, but
he
he
sticks
usually
to his
stays to
half.
one side.
Okay. So it'll be what it is. I mean, if I'm a team going against the Cowboys and I have a Justin Jefferson, I'm going to line him up on whatever side Stephon's on. He's better than your other options, but. And Zeke. Whatever. I meant.
I mean,
You
I
guys-
kind
you
of want.
guys-
I kind of want to like. Let's talk about Zeke. Let's talk about where he could possibly go at this point. I think that as a Cowboy fan and Cowboy Nation that's watching us, I think that the consensus in the chat room is Van Der Esch should have been let go. Jacob feels like 2 years, $11 million is a pretty good deal. Ray says he should have been let go. He gets hurt. He'll get hurt again.
Hold on. Last year, I believe he was one of your leading tacklers.
I mean, okay, so
He
he
was
had a good
only
year.
hurt for
He
like
had a good
1
year.
or 2 games last year.
Okay.
and you got him for $5.5
I
million.
think
What are you
that-
paying other linebackers in the
hold
NFL
on,
right now?
Hold on. Let's back it up for just a second. As a Cowboy fan, we get stuck on the negative. I get that, and we're accused of that. We're also accused of sticking with things that I guess things that aren't reality. There are some Cowboy fans out there that say Super Bowl every year, and they're stuck on a non-reality. So I think for me, it's the negative impact on the team that has stuck in my
And that was after what, his second year, third year?
Yeah, I mean he
but
got
I mean
hurt.
the last 2 years he's done really good. So to get him for $5.5 million a year is not a bad deal.
But I think as a Cowboy fan, our expectation is higher. We expect a little bit better because
you won a Super Bowl 32 years ago.
No, because of the negative comments from non-Cowboy fans. We have to really outdo, or we really have to have a higher expectation of our team, and we expect a lot more because we have to defend our team more than anybody else in the NFL. You're not defending your Packers as much as I am defending my Cowboys. You're not defending your Broncos as much as I am
tonight, gosh damn it.
As much as I am my Cowboys. You guys don't look forward to bashing any other team on this panel other than the Cowboys. You guys look forward to bashing the Cowboys. So our expectation has to be higher. So when we say we're not impressed with Leighton, we're not impressed with Zeke, we're not impressed with Dak, it is for good reason. We have to be more defensive.
Okay. Y'all are America's team.
We are America's team.
I have many comments to this. One, you have to be more defensive because Cowboy fans are more delusional.
Not all Cowboy fans.
I said more delusional. I didn't say all are delusional. I said more delusional.
And they talk more shit.
I'm gonna compare contracts. So, Tremon Edmonds was drafted the same year as Leighton, right? Both linebackers.
Who's that?
A linebacker.
Who's
drafted
he play
by
for?
Buffalo. Just signed with the just signed with the Bears. He was drafted 16th. Leighton was drafted 19th. So similar. Tremon just signed a 4-year, $72 million contract. Leighton signed a 2-year, $11.5 million contract. Leighton's 2 years are worth less than half of his 1 year on his 4-year deal. So that is a steal as a linebacker. Whether he makes the team or not, it's not a cap casualty. They could cut him, and it wouldn't even hurt their cap if he didn't even make the team. If they find a linebacker at whatever pick they have, 19 or 21 or whatever it is, and they replace Leighton and they cut him, it's not going to hurt your cap. It's like a safety net transaction because Micah's basically transporting to he's no longer a lineman. He's no longer a linebacker. He's a lineman. Mm-hmm. So he's not going to be your linebacker. So you need a veteran linebacker, and that's Leighton right now. And yes, like I said, and he said, Leighton, his neck is wider than his head, which is troubling. I just saw a fucking picture of him pop up on here.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very disturbing. And you got to think about it, too. It took him 2 or 3 years because where he went to school, they only played like 3-on-3 football or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, I think it was 8-man football.
Yeah. So it took him a while to grow accustomed to NFL football.
But he's been a good player for the last 2 years. And whether he's injury prone or not, I mean, Von Miller got hurt, killed Buffalo's chances of making a Super Bowl. People get hurt. It's just part of the game. I like it. You should have signed him. Letting Zeke go, you never pay a running back. You just draft a new one.
I feel like this was the correct move for Jerry Jones. I think Jerry Jones finally woke up and said, let me stop paying these players for my emotions and let me make real decisions. I believe that when Zeke held out, what, two years ago?
It was 4.
Was it 4 years ago?
It's been 3 years.
You got a 4-year deal.
Okay, well,
whatever.
Between 2 and 4 years ago, he held out. I believe with all of my heart that Jerry should have said, you know what? If you're holding out, you're not about this team. You're not for this team because you're thinking about yourself. And he has not produced since he got that money. And so I think this was the best move. I've been calling for this move. The next one on the chopping block, let Dak go. Let him
You know what
go.
I think really happened is they offered Zeke a certain amount of money and he said no. So Jerry said, "All right, fuck you, bye."
And I'm okay with that.
But you guys are looking at Bobby Wagner, who's another linebacker.
He's old.
I know,
He's washed.
but that's who they're looking at right now.
Fucking Rams signed him to a 3 or 4 year deal and cut him after 1 year.
Yeah, but yeah, now Dallas is looking at him too.
All right. I just want to say that I want to point out.
And I want to.
Go
I
ahead.
wanna
Go
double back
ahead.
to one
Keep
more
going.
thing.
Keep going. Go ahead.
You said Jerry held on to Tony too long, and actually Jerry got rid of Tony fairly quickly.
He played 9 years, and he didn't play one full season, but 1 year.
But when
He was injury
opportunity
prone.
struck,
Dak
he
started.
got rid of him,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he never looked back.
I can see that. And that's fine. I'll concede on Tony Romo, but it is what it is. I just want to point out real quick that I flipped the tables on these two, and they defended the Cowboys tonight, not bashed them. Thank you very much. Let's move on to
and Tony
Baker
played
Mayfield.
6 full seasons.
Okay, out of 9. Thank you for proving my point.
that's pretty damn
He
good.
played 9 seasons and played 6 full seasons.
That's pretty damn good for a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, well, his first season.
How many has Dak played full seasons?
1.
All right then. Why you bashing Tony Romo?
Why do you think
Don't
I'm
bash
saying
him.
let him go? I'm going to sing the Frozen song here in a minute and piss people off. Let it go, let it go.
But you talking about Tony Romo stayed too long, Dak stayed too
Dak-
long, Zeke stayed too long. Fuck that.
Okay, but did I not just say that?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
See, they don't listen.
All right,
So
what we got next?
disrespectful on this show. Let's talk about my next favorite quarterback. Baker Mayfield has been the heir to the throne at the Tampa Bay Bucks.
He is the heir to the throne. This is his new beginning.
1 year, $8.5 million, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a Band-Aid so that they can draft somebody. I mean, let's be honest. Baker Mayfield's going to be a journeyman. He's going to be a backup quarterback for the rest of his career. I love the guy. But he's just, I mean, unless he can do something in Tampa Bay, he's just not that guy.
So if he doesn't succeed with the Bucks, are you done with Baker Mayfield?
I mean, I'm not done with him. He went to Oklahoma.
He's played for Cleveland.
John will
He's
ride that
played
dick all
for-
day just because he's
You're
from
damn
his
right.
sewer
But
line.
hold on. He's played for Cleveland. He's played for
Carolina.
Carolina.
The
He's
Rams.
played for the Rams. Now he's going to play for the Bucks.
Mhm.
Does he get a 5th chance somewhere else after this year?
Yeah, they all do. Look
Yeah.
at Cade McNown. Look at
Jared Goff. Look at
Jared Goff's only on sec team.
look
two.
at Carson Wentz.
Carson only went to 3 teams.
I know, but he's gotten chance after chance. Yeah, he'll get another chance. He's not a horrible quarterback. He's just not
fucking
great.
terrible.
He's just not great.
And
Thank you, Ray.
and
Ray, I need to point out real quick. Thank you. You two are being reported to HR because he said this program is not fair. 2 Cowboy haters versus 1 Cowboy fan.
But we didn't even hate on him.
You've both been reported to HR.
We didn't hate on the Cowboys.
I actually had a more positive statement to her team than she did.
I did too. I thought Leighton Vander Esch was a good signing. I don't understand what's going on right now.
And your
The
Baker,
fans believe you guys are being unfair to me.
your homo Baker, your Baker homonism. Baker will not start week 1.
Write that down. Write that down. That
Who
he
do you
said
think
that.
is going to start week
Baker
1?
will not start week 1.
Oh my Lord! Hold on,
Baker
hold on. Let me go back because he picked Trask to start week 1.
Baker will not start.
Baker will
week
start
1.
week 1.
I
Trask is
stand
going to
by.
sit the bench.
I stand
Just like the rest
by.
of your picks that were bullshit.
I
Quarterback tearing stuff.
stand
Okay.
by.
Trask. I already got Trask written down. I have Mayfield over here. Yes, Mayfield will start week 1
No.
because of what he did in L.A. His
He
last
didn't do
few
shit
games.
in LA
He won 2 games.
for a team that wasn't trying
Exactly. So why even put him out there? He
against
won 2
teams
games.
against teams that weren't trying as well.
Oh, okay. So Detroit beat y'all just on the fly.
No, Detroit was trying.
Yeah, and y'all weren't. Y'all had a playoff shot.
I know exactly. I didn't say we were playing good. I never said the Packers were playing good. I said Detroit was trying. That's all I said.
Okay.
I'm not defending my Packers. My Packers looked like dick last year.
Now look, somebody said, "Okay, I hate T-Bag again." Baker gonna take TB to the
You're
playoffs.
highly hated tonight.
I don't know what's
What
going
is
on.
wrong?
He said he was cool with you, and
It's
then
not your,
all of a
it
sudden now
can't
he
be
hates
your
you
cock
again.
hat. It can't be your cock hat.
I know, it's brand new.
See, Linda said we're not hating.
Tampa Bay ain't making. Well, Tampa Bay could.
They could make the playoffs. The best quarterback in the division is Derek Carr.
They're in the.
And he has nobody to throw the ball.
They're in the worst division.
Unless Michael Thomas.
The South across the board in the NFL is fucking pure trash.
Can we just get back to Baker Mayfield?
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to go behind a Wendy's and get a handy from some random lady again like he did before.
There's nothing wrong with that. What problem do you have? He's not married.
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
He had a girlfriend at the time or something.
He's a girlfriend. So what? He's not married. Let him get all the handies he wants. At least he's not misogynizing women in the massage parlor.
Nothing was proven.
Yeah, whatever. 27 women come forward. Something's going on.
Cash grab.
All right. Let's move on. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. I know where you stand, but let's hear your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers nearly signing a deal with the Jets.
He's not signing a deal. The Packers are going to get.
Yeah. That's the Packers. Yeah.
Packers are going to get.
They're working on compensation right now.
Sorry, my bad.
The trade's already been agreed upon.
Well, they were working on compensation or something going on.
Well, that's the Jets working on a money deal with them, but 100%.
$60 million against your cap, isn't it?
We already knew that you wanted Aaron Rodgers gone.
Yeah. This is the identical. I don't know how the Packers have done it. 15 years ago, we went through the same thing with Brett Favre.
Oh, this is Brett Favre Jr.
This is the exact same fucking thing. 15 years apart, almost to the day.
3 years on the bench was Aaron Rodgers.
3 years on the bench is Jordan Love.
It's Jordan Love. And now we're going to the Jets.
It's fucking.
Are you saying history is going to repeat itself?
Oh, it's already done. It's repeating itself.
It's 100% repeating itself. And hey, Aaron Rodgers, do your thing. Like,
is he going to succeed in New York?
It depends how many of his boys on his list that he's given the Jets to go sign.
That is where I'm fucked up. Why are the Jets trying to sign all of his free agents?
Because they're trying to court him.
Timeout. Did he not say that he couldn't succeed with the Packers because he didn't have the weapons behind him, and now he's trying to get everybody to go with him to the Jets?
Because the Jets already have weapons.
Why is he still trying to get Randall Cobb?
Why is he still trying to get Mercedes
Cobb's
Lewis?
Like 85 years old.
Mercedes Lewis is older.
They're both 85 years old.
Yeah.
Why do you want these two guys? I don't understand. You got some decent. You got Breece Hall. You got some
Garrett.
You have decent weapons over there.
You got the rookie of the year.
Mike White. Yeah. Mike White tore it up over there for a couple games. I don't understand why he's trying to get all these other players to go with him when they're like 89 years old. They're just going to keep getting older as long as the show goes.
Allen Lazard already signed.
I know, 4 years, $44 million.
Yeah, which is grossly overpaid because he did never perform to that.
No.
Let's get to some comments real quick.
Oh,
Gabe said it is love time.
Damn right it is, Gabe.
Steve says deja vu all over again. Jacob, better defense though. Nick,
questionable.
Packers had a good defense.
Nick, who we had on the show last week, says Jets have weapons. They need a quarterback. Gabe also said Cobb gives him hand jobs after every game. He has
While Mercedes Lewis watches in the corner and jerks himself off, or what?
Yeah, probably.
Y'all, HR is in the building.
Mercedes Lewis and Allen Robinson just go at it in the corner, and Cobb's jerking off Rodgers so he can stay aroused. In
Wrong show.
And they're all in the dark room together, just contemplating their existence.
With their retreat, the dark retreat.
We need a 12-pack after dark so that way you guys can talk about these conversations.
This is after dark.
You know.
I mean, it's dark outside, isn't it? I don't know.
The time changed and fuck with us, so we're still after dark. But
I need to rein you guys in.
I meant, like I said, for the last, I think even last year, I said I think you got to see what you have in Aaron Love.
Jordan
Love, yeah. Fuck.
Aaron Love. That's okay. On the right here, I was saying, hey, did Brett Favre sign already? And she was like, you mean Aaron Rodgers? That's the same fucking person.
I like how he made his announcement on the fucking Pat McAfee show too.
Yeah.
I intend to sign with the Jets.
I'm expected to be with the Jets, and I intend to do it.
And that's 100% fine. Like, it is what it is.
I think he should just retire.
He's not going to retire.
No, he's going to go to the Jets, and then next year he's going to get traded to Minnesota because Kirk Cousins is going to be done.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they already said they're not re-signing Kirk.
And they're going to re-sign Adrian Peterson to a 5-year deal and probably rush for 2,500 yards or some shit.
But no, I'm whether we have a down year or not, we have to see what we have in Jordan Love.
So you're going to be the Broncos next year?
Could be. Or we could be the Aaron Rodgers Packers the year he started, and we go like 7-10 9.
Or the Dak Prescott when he came out, his rookie.
Yeah, but he was carried by all the weapons around him.
Hey, Josh said as a Bears fan, he's excited for the love time.
Yeah,
he wants some love.
I mean,
we can have we can have some
for love time.
We can have some love
Never
feels
mind.
time.
Yeah, we're excited.
Never mind. Let's move on.
field of
Y'all,
love.
we have spent a lot of time on the free agency. I've got one more that I want to throw at you guys. Juju Smith-Schuster is going to the Patriots.
That's cool. I
John,
like it.
give me your thoughts.
I like it. That's cool. I mean, Mac Jones needs somebody to throw the ball to. He ain't had nobody. So, I mean, Patriots don't like to sign big wide receivers. I mean, Juju's not the greatest, but Patrick Mahomes made him look pretty good.
He didn't even play that good there.
I know, but he made him look better than he is.
The only reason he's going to the Patriots is because he was out TikToked in Kansas City by Jackson Mahomes.
Not the TikTok.
Yeah.
No, that's what he was out TikToked by Jackson Mahomes, so he's got to be the number 1 TikToker in his city, and Jackson Mahomes owns that for being the stupid ass TikToker. So
I don't even look at TikTok, so I don't know what that.
Oh, Jackson Mahomes is the most hated person in the world because of his
idiot. Him and Patrick Mahomes'
wife. Yes, they are hated.
Oh yeah, nobody watches their shit.
Well,
immensely.
I mean,
Actually, they watch it
because.
just to hate on him.
Yeah, but because Jackson.
Did you see
Mahomes,
what Zach Smith said?
I don't even know who that is.
He's gonna make Aaron Rodgers' life hell.
No, we're talking about Juju Smith-Schuster.
I know. I'm just throwing
we're
this out there.
past Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know.
We're past Aaron Rodgers.
Jets quarterback. The one that got benched because he
Zach
wasn't a
Wilson.
team player? Okay, Zach Wilson.
Holy fuck! I was confused. Like,
sorry.
Okay, but we're past Aaron Rodgers. Let's move on. We're
well,
talking
yes,
about
because
Juju.
Zach Wilson's.
I had one more thing on this.
Zach Wilson's gonna go try to sleep with Aaron Rodgers' mom.
Well, he might. Zach Wilson was benched because he wasn't a team player. Aaron Rodgers is the biggest non-team player ever. I won the MVP. I carried our team to this and this. But we want to bench Zach Wilson and then sign Aaron Rodgers for the same shit? I don't understand. I'm throwing.
I know. I understand.
So obviously Juju Smith-Schuster, nobody cares. All right, moving on.
Well, I
Trevor,
care.
did I miss anybody that you want to cover real quick?
Hey,
No,
Nick said he's going to sign with the Bucks after this year.
Who?
Aaron.
He's under contract. He'd have to get traded.
Oh, that's fine.
But anywho, no. I mean, there's some minor ones in there, but nothing major of this magnitude.
Some IGP run.
Jamal Williams to the. It sounds like the Saints are going all in because they know their division's weak. They signed Jamal Williams.
You might as well. You're going to make the playoffs, probably.
You got him and Alvin Kamara. You got Michael Thomas coming back. You got Chris Olave. You have Derek Carr now. Like,
And you traded Darren Waller. Or no.
they didn't have Darren Waller.
They did trade somebody. Didn't New Orleans?
I don't know. They have Taysom Smith,
Taysom Hill.
Hill, whatever the fuck his white ass name is.
The tight end.
Yeah, whatever the fuck he is.
He's not a quarterback.
The Saints are putting an offense together, so I think the Saints could easily win the South. Actually,
Except for Baker Mayfield over there in Tampa. He's
well,
gonna
yeah,
throw
when he
some
starts
shade.
week 10, when they're out of the game.
He's going to start week 1. Sorry.
All right, Julie.
John, did I miss anybody that you want to cover?
Just some IGP run to the Broncos.
Fuck off. That's not even worth bringing up right there.
Oh, that's
You
everything
have 30
right there.
seconds to cover that.
I'm good. I already
See?
covered it once.
That tells you how much it's.
I covered it once when we had Bronco talk. So we're good.
All right, so final thoughts with the
It's not over. There's still some people out there. So
final thoughts for tonight with the free agency carousel that's going on. Nick says he loves Jamal Williams, such a good dude.
Yeah, he's funny.
great
as
for
fuck.
fantasy too.
His interviews are amazing.
Yeah.
He's good for fantasy too.
All right, so stay tuned for some more. I'm sure we'll have some more free agency talk next week, filling in any gaps that we missed. Right now, we're going to transition over to the Petty segment, where I, Queen Petty, get to talk about whatever the hell I want to talk
I
about.
don't even know what this is about.
And today, I would like to discuss the Michael Irvin $100 million lawsuit against Marriott and the employee that claims he had sexual misconduct with her. So he has actually refiled his lawsuit. Originally, it was filed in the state of Texas. Now he's refiled it into Arizona because the incident happened in Arizona at the Marriott there. He's lost a lot of money and a lot of FaceTime, airtime, as you would call it, with his, who is he with? Not CBS.
ESPN and NFL.
ESPN
Okay.
And, yeah.
Yeah, ESPN, blah, blah, blah.
'Cause he does the First Take show.
Yeah, so he has actually lost a lot of money because they won't actually let him back on camera based on his misconduct with this employee. And so he and his lawyers have released a video today, that the surveillance video, where it actually shows what happened, where his lawyer is actually talking about it. And so if you watch the video, you can go on any news source that you trust. TMZ has it, USA Today, Yahoo Sports, Fox News, Dallas Morning News has it. I'm sure ESPN is going to throw it on there.
No, ESPN and NFL was not even reporting any of this.
None of it. Okay. Deadspin. I mean, there's a lot of news sources that you can go on. And I actually watched the video today just to see, is there a glimmer of misconduct? And I really didn't, as a fan of Michael Irvin, I did not see any kind of misconduct happening. I saw a fan of Michael Irvin approach him in a lobby
She
where
said she didn't even know who he was.
he just talked to her.
Yeah,
He
but
just,
she
he
didn't
was
know who he
joking with her and he was talking to her. Now, the video does not actually have audio, so we don't actually know what was being said, but there is a comfortable distance between them. There is no actual, inappropriate touching or grabbing or whispering in each other's ears, or
What did he do? Shake her hand and tap her?
he shook her hand and he was joking with her, and you can tell it's a joke because it's like when I grab you, when I grab somebody and I hit you like that, right? That's what he does. Now, if you look at the video, you see a manager watching them, and you can see he's visibly upset because of this interaction. Whether he wanted his employees to actually approach Michael, I don't know. But as soon as she's done talking to Michael, she walks over to the manager, and then they walk off. And that's when they said that the misconduct happened. So I feel like Michael Irvin is going to actually win this. It's strange to me that someone would actually attack somebody like this. It's especially when they're, like Michael Irvin says, people can lie to you face to face. It's he said, she said kind of at this point, but the eyes in the sky don't lie. Mm-hmm. That's what he says. And I truly believe him. I believe there was no misconduct. I think somebody's trying to take advantage of him. And that's sad. It's very sad. And so I hope he gets rewarded for this. I really do. Trevor, any thoughts?
Yeah, when this happened, what?
It happened at Super Bowl weekend. Yep. And he was taken immediately off air.
Right. And also the video was shown then. So I don't know why this is news again.
Well, no.
The video was never shown.
Yes, it was. They discussed. I've heard the video discussed numerous times. Like, hey, it looks like he's just talking to the lady, and people have seen the video already.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Marriott, or what was the hotel?
Marriott.
They screwed that all up.
Either way you slice
They
it,
screwed it all up.
Irving, one, brings this upon himself for his past.
That's the biggest
One.
part.
Number two, he brings it upon himself because he was intoxicated and doesn't remember it happening. Any of it. When they interviewed him after it happened, he says, I don't even remember any of this.
But in the video, he doesn't look intoxicated.
It doesn't matter.
He's not stumbling. He looks like he's actually engaging in a conversation with several people.
I've been intoxicated before. We've talked before. And if people were videoing me talk intoxicated, I wake up the next day blackout drunk. I don't remember what happened, and people tell me stories of what I did, and I don't remember it.
I'm intoxicated right now. Can you tell?
But after it happened and he got kicked off, he did interviews saying, I don't remember anything happening.
Yes.
I don't know. And then he backed off saying he didn't see the video. And then at the end of the interview said he saw the video and this and that. So the story's entangled. Michael Irvin brings this upon him. I meant either way you slice it, they could just, it is what it is. I meant it's a celebrity that's had a troubled past doing questionable things because it's a he said, she said thing. Mm-hmm. ESPN and NFL are he's already been fired from numerous radios and talk shows before for cocaine and past discretions and shit like that. So, when you hire someone that's got a troubled past like that and you bring them to a party scene like that, I mean, what do you expect to happen?
Do you think that the network should have supported him a little bit more before?
No. Not at
before
all.
finding out the actual truth? Because there's no like legitimate truth to any of this yet. Like,
It's a he said, she said.
exactly. And so, do you think that he should have been fired over that?
Yeah.
If somebody would have said that to you, if somebody would have gone to your job
No,
and said,
let's go to.
okay.
Okay.
Let's make it personal.
Sure. 100%.
Do you think it'd be fair for you to be fired because of a he said, she said stuff, and you're telling your boss, I didn't do this, I don't remember doing it, I didn't do it? Do you think it's fair for you to be fired without any like final judgment?
How do you final judgment? He said, she said.
I mean, they're going to court. Like, a judge is going to decide whether it
And
really happened.
it's gonna get thrown out because there's gonna be no evidence to dismiss either way. Because how do you sue the Marriott for what, $100 million because they kicked you out of their hotel?
Based
You
on
lost
what
your
somebody else said.
job, You lost your.
But that's not the Marriott's
you
fault.
lost revenue over it.
That's not the
You
Marriott's-
lost income over it.
So
The problem-
So
the
you
reason
get
he's
you
suing
get
the
kicked
Marriott-
out of a bar, and the next day you get fired from your job. Can you sue the bar for kicking you out of their bar the night before because you got drunk?
if it affected my job, I mean, in a way that it wasn't true, I don't believe anything happened.
But if you go back and so
if it comes down to the fact that it is true, if it's 100% true, then yes, I believe that I should be fired.
okay,
But if it's not true and there's no substantial evidence that it was true,
But my question is, you gave an interview the day after it happened 2 months ago, saying, I don't remember what happened. I don't remember talking to this lady. Right? You gave that interview.
he talked to so many people.
But that interview is on tape saying, I don't remember it happening. And he said, not remember seeing the video, and then said, oh, yeah, I saw the video. I don't remember that happening. That is on record.
Huh?
And then 2 months later, you file a suit saying, this didn't happen.
The actual conversation that they say happened
Didn't happen.
That's what
But-
he's saying didn't happen.
But he already was on record saying he doesn't remember any of it
Because he doesn't
was too
remember
drunk.
her. She was forgettable.
100%, yeah.
She was forgettable.
So-
So was every
so-
other fan to him.
So-
They're all forgettable. He
Right.
doesn't remember every single
Because
fan
he's
that he
drunk
talks
and
to.
high and stoned and whatever else
We
he
don't
is.
know that for a fact.
Really?
We don't know that
He
for a
admitted
fact.
to being drunk. I just said that.
And
So let me clarify this. So Hollywood, right? Hollywood. Kevin Spacey is blackballed and kicked off of House of Cards because somebody came through and said they made allegations of him sexually assaulting him 15 years ago, and he's kicked off a show. Because someone else said that, he's kicked off a show.
I can't stand your friend right now.
It's the same thing. It's a he said, she said.
That's true.
If I'm ESPN and somebody has a troubled past and they're bringing more shit into them,
ESPN is basically trying to cover their ass and saying, you know what, we're going to disassociate. We're going to cut ties. We're not even going to
100%.
we're not even going to keep ourselves
every company in the world would do the
so,
same
yeah.
thing.
I mean, it is
Every
what it is.
I
company
mean, they did
No.
it to Tiger when his shit came out.
Yeah, Tiger. He got accused of cheating on his wife and went sleeping
I mean,
with
he
Waffle
did
House.
that, though.
Yeah,
He
right.
did that, though.
That's fine. But that has nothing to do with Buick. That has nothing to do with Nike. That has nothing to do with any of them else. But he put an image out there that they don't want to represent, so they cut him.
Okay.
It's anyone's right to. You can.
I mean, yeah, as a business, I mean, anybody can cut anybody's ties. We
Yeah.
can get cut from this studio right now because of things we say.
Texas has a no. Texas, you can get fired for any reason in the world.
Yeah.
You don't even have to reason to fire somebody. You can just be like, you know what? I don't want you working anymore. You no longer work here. You don't need a reason.
You know
It's a
what?
right to work state.
Yeah.
I gotta read a couple of these comments. Josh says, I'm not gonna remember all this show, but I know I did no wrong. Irvin puts himself in bad situations. Alyssa, I feel like I have better jokes than you, but I'm gonna go ahead and read your joke. She says, a lion would never cheat on his wife, but a tiger would.
I don't understand that, but okay. Oh, Tiger Woods. Yeah, that's fucking
I did say Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
You know what? This whole thing, to me,
Michael's trying to
I
get
don't really
money
give
back
two
because he's not
shits
going to work
about of
again.
it. Yeah,
He's not gonna work
exactly.
again.
He's not
He'll
going to
find a
work.
way
He's
to
going to be
work
on
again.
105.3 The Fan.
He
He'll
got
find a
kicked
way.
off of
And
it.
that's gonna be
as
going to be about it.
a
Because they won't kick him off.
guest.
He'll figure out a
As a
way.
guest, he's not anything
No,
else.
no, no.
besides
He's just a guest. But they won't kick him off.
Well, anybody
because
can
they
be a
can't.
guest.
They can't kick him off.
You can't kick someone out for
I
being
mean,
a
that's
guest.
half their ratings right there. But yeah, he's done. I mean, it's his history that got him in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he did this or not, it's his history that got him in trouble. So it is what it is.
All right. Let's move on. We've got a World Baseball Classic going on.
Hold on. We got to
doing
go
basketball?
NCAA.
Didn't you want to go into basketball?
No, I was going to give you your 5
Well,
minutes
we
for
can do
World
World
Baseball
Baseball.
Classic.
I mean-
okay.
Who's
okay.
running this?
You are.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
you messaged me like an
And
hour
I want
ago
to talk about
saying-
World Baseball
Okay.
Classic.
Okay,
I
okay,
may not
okay,
want to
okay,
talk about
okay.
MLB, but I do want to talk
Oh, I
about the
wanna talk
World
about MLB
Baseball
so bad.
Classic because that is what's going
Next week.
on right now.
Next week.
It's like 3 days before season starts.
I know.
John, give us the standings so far.
Japan's 4-0. China's 0-4.
Fuck China.
Wow.
Everybody in America's
I
group
think
is
just-
2-1
I
except
think
for one
China
team.
just canceled us.
What is it? USA, Mexico, and Canada are all 2-1.
Could be.
Venezuela's 4-0. The Dominican Republic is 2-1. Puerto Rico had a perfect game. And the USA lost to Mexico the next night or the next game. They mercy ruled Canada 12-1. Those are my highlights.
Fuck Canada.
Well, they're 2-1. They're one loss coming up. So the thing to me, when this pool, so they're done, right? 4 games.
Yeah, pool play.
So the USA pool, which is what, pool D, C or D? 3 of the teams are 2-1. The last one's like 1-2. But so this next game will determine everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tiebreakers, I guess.
Tiebreakers is runs allowed per inning,
Okay.
which is not good for the USA right now.
Well, they won 12-1
But they also gave up a shit ton of runs in another game
against Mexico
that they
because
lost.
Mexico their pitcher shut them down.
Yep. So it's like runs allowed per inning on defense or something like that. This is what the tiebreaker is.
So they basically they need to win their next game.
So
Yeah.
who's actually favored to win the entire thing? I'm just
It's
curious.
between Dominican and Japan, and the U.S. are the top 3.
Right now, Japan and Venezuela are undefeated. So
Okay.
So I think the coolest story coming out of this, I don't know if you guys heard this, was I forget the country. Is it Nicaragua that's in it? I forget the country. It's either that or one of the countries that dyed all their hair. I forget who it was. So this pitcher who's young and up and come, he just plays for their national team, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he was pitching and struck out like 2 or 3 major league players in a row. And after the game, a scout comes up to him and is like, "Hey, we're signing you
With the MLB?
with an MLB team."
Oh, wow.
So, and then they got on the bus after the game, and the coach announced it to the whole team that this player just officially got signed to an MLB contract as an amateur player, basically.
I mean, we
from
did
another
talk about
contract.
this in the beginning when we brought up the World Baseball
Yeah.
Classic, that this was a way for the Major League Baseball to really scout out
Is it Nicaragua?
international players.
Nicaragua. Is it Nicaragua?
I don't know. They're 0-4, but
But yeah, they're not good. But this pitcher, wowed a scout for a team. I forget who it was, but he got signed after the game. The scout came up to him and was like, "Hey, we're signing you to a contract."
So just one team out of each pool goes on, or is it 2?
2, I believe.
So right now, Canada just went down to 2-2. USA still 2-1, and Mexico went 3-1.
Fuck Canada.
So I'm just saying, Pool
We've
A
just been canceled by Canada
has a
too.
5-way tie at 2-2,
At 2-2.
which is Cuba, Italy, the Netherlands, Panama, and Chinese Taipei.
Fuck Taipei.
They're all 2-2. So I guess it comes down to your earn, run, whatever.
Yeah.
Josh says that the Tigers signed
Tigers.
him.
That's Tigers. That's
Yeah.
correct. Yes. So I just thought that was a really cool story. And the
Thank
coach
you,
waited
Josh,
till.
for fact checking Trevor,
I
because
think
we need somebody to
that's
fact
not
check him.
fact checking. That's just.
We need somebody to fact check you.
I know. But I thought it was just cool that they waited till they got on the bus after the game and the coach got in front of the whole team and announced that, hey, this player X was just signed a major league contract, so he's a professional ball player now, which is really cool. Because unlike the U.S., where scouts are at every high school game where there's anybody of relevance, or every college game, like these players, this is possibly their only chance of being seen by a professional league.
Right.
So
great stuff.
That was my main thing I wanted to bring up with this. So, and the U.S. is gonna lose in this anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I like that Puerto Rico had a perfect game through 8 innings. So I think it was a mercy rule, so they ended up.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. The biggest thing of the week is March Madness. It is starting tomorrow. I believe brackets cut off at 10:30.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first game's bright and early. Yeah, something. And then nonstop basketball for 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Cool. So real quick, Trevor, give me the rundown of your March Madness bracket.
Oh shit. So, a complete disclaimer of my bracket is that I have not paid much attention to college basketball. This is the least amount I paid attention to college basketball in a very long time.
Okay.
I know the Big Ten kind of struggled this year. I knew the Big 12 was pretty good. SEC was good. But so I was going to do like the mascot bracket where
we talked about that.
Yeah, whoever's mascot I thought would win in a fight, I would just advance them.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of went chalk across the board.
Give me a rundown.
I mean, hold on, that's a lot. There's 32 games in the first round. I know somebody had to go. So I guess we go in the South. My major. Fuck, I don't even have an upset in the South. I don't think.
No upsets?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess my upset would be NC State over Creighton.
Mm-hmm.
In the first round, you got to have a 5-11 or a 6-11. Sorry. But yeah, coming out of the South, I got in the Sweet 16. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Baylor, Arizona, Virginia, and Bama. In the South, in the East, I have a few upsets at least. So I got Duke going to the Sweet 16 as a 5 over Tennessee. That'd be big.
I think I picked Duke.
That's smart. I have Duke actually going to the final, the Elite 8.
I don't know that I had Duke going to the final.
I don't have Duke going to the final. They lose to my team, my second favorite team, which is out of Wisconsin. Let me see what do I have your Longhorns doing, Julie?
My Longhorns? I don't have any Longhorns.
You're a closet Longhorn fan.
I am not. Let's see. I gotta pull up my bracket.
Oh, look who's back. Back again. All right, John. We're going to discuss, since you're back, I want to know your South bracket.
What do you want to know about it?
Who do you have in the Elite 8 coming out of this, in the Sweet 16 coming out of the South?
Hang on, I'm loading.
Oh, fuck. Pay attention. Be ready.
Hey, man,
This is dead air.
Who's in the South?
Here.
Who's the number 1 and number 2?
Alabama's number 1, Zona number 2.
I believe I do have both of them.
Well, there's 2 other teams in the Sweet 16 from the South.
I know, it's loading. South.
Did you?
Alabama playing West Virginia. San Diego State.
Virginia.
San Diego State playing Virginia.
Hold on. No, Alabama playing Virginia.
You said Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. And then who's the other game after Alabama Virginia? That's half of that bracket, Sweet 16. There's 4 brackets, so there should be 4 teams in each bracket.
In my Final Four?
Sweet 16.
I know. I just said Alabama plays West Virginia.
Virginia.
No, West Virginia. And then Virginia is playing San Diego State. And then I have Alabama and Virginia advancing to the Elite 8.
No. The Sweet 16 would be Alabama versus Virginia and Baylor versus Arizona. That's the Sweet 16.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's like
Creighton.
Who's drunk now?
Creighton in Arizona.
okay. So you have Creighton beating Baylor.
Oh, yep.
Why?
Because I got to pick upsets somewhere.
I think I meant what I went through.
You went chalk all the way, didn't you?
I went fair. This bracket I went chalk. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the Elite Eight.
Nope. I got Baylor losing to Creighton.
All right. You're weird.
That's okay.
No, it's all good because I was
Are
telling
you
Julie.
gonna ask me mine?
Yes, Julie. Who do you have in the Sweet 16? We're just gonna cut to the Sweet 16 because that's easy.
Okay, so my Sweet 16 is Alabama versus Furman. I don't know why, because I like the name Furman.
Wow.
Don't judge me,
And then who
okay?
else?
Trevor is judging me right now.
That's okay.
It's Furham, I believe.
No, it says Furman.
Furman.
Firm. Or it's a furry man.
I have Baylor versus Missouri. I have
That's that
it.
bracket. Yeah. That's the Sweet 16 for in that one. Let's go to the East, John.
East, I have Duke versus Tennessee.
No, the
Wait.
Sweet 16.
Hold on. Purdue versus Duke.
Okay.
And Kansas State versus Marquette.
Okay. So you went.
I
basically-
almost went chalk.
Basically chalk there.
I
Miss
got
Julie.
Tennessee losing to Duke.
I went Xavier versus Penn State.
Wrong side.
Wrong side.
Oh,
Down here on the bottom.
Down
this
south.
one. I just said.
No, go down.
Oh.
That one.
Ah.
You have Duke and Kentucky.
I have Duke and right here?
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
the Final Four.
No, that's the Sweet 16. Duke
Okay,
and
then
Kentucky.
I didn't read the right one up top. Hold on.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
you did.
I have Alabama versus Baylor up top. And then Duke versus Kentucky.
Oh, my bad.
John.
Sweet 16. It's throwing me all off. You got Purdue and Duke. Same as me.
Purdue and Duke, and then who's the other one? Kentucky and
USC.
Julie. We can't be friends anymore.
Kentucky and USC.
Why
You picked
can't we be
USC
friends?
over my Marquette Golden Eagles. You know who played at Marquette Golden Eagles? Who's the most famous alum from the Marquette Golden Eagles?
Did I just get called Lady John? The name is Queen Petty. Get it right.
Who said that?
Your friend called me Lady John.
What did Nick say?
Nick says Tennessee gets upset by the Raging Cajuns. All right, on the other side.
Well, I'm still waiting for John's answer.
Oh, Jesus, John.
I did.
Come on.
Who's the greatest?
Oh, I don't know. Marquette. Shit, I can't remember. I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name. Who was it?
D Wade.
Oh yeah, I didn't like D-Wade.
D Wade.
Big old Punani.
You just hating.
All right, moving on.
All right, so then we
Um,
go over to
I can't with your friend.
the Midwest. Midwest, John.
Midwest.
Sweet 16.
How about Houston and Miami versus Iowa State and Texas A&M?
I have Houston and Indiana versus Xavier and Penn State.
Okay. If you guys want to know what mine is,
Yeah, well, I mean,
well, you haven't asked yet, so I'm
You're the
gonna-
one
I'm gonna
running
throw
this
it- I'm
shit, so
just
go
throwing
ahead.
it out there. So I have Iowa and Miami,
you would go Iowa, you corn husking motherfucker.
and then I have Xavier and Tejas.
Yeah, I can't go with Texas because every time I pick them in the tournament, they let me down. So I just cut them early.
Julie's a closet Tejas fan this year, so
No, I'm not.
See, and Nick said we pretty close. He said he got Texas A&M and Xavier. Sorry, Trevor. You're out
Moving
there.
on.
All right, moving on to the West, Miss Julie.
Kansas and Yukon.
Yep.
Gonzaga and Northwestern.
Whew. Intriguing.
I have Kansas and UConn, Gonzaga and UCLA. I went chalk on this one.
I went chalk on that one as well. So then, John, between that, you have. We'll go to the south side. Going to the Elite Eight.
The Elite Eight: Alabama, Virginia, Creighton, and Arizona.
Alabama. Oh, no, wait. we already? Alabama plays Virginia.
Oh, Virginia and Arizona. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Virginia. Okay, I have Bama, Zona. I have chalk in that one.
I have Alabama, Baylor.
She's close to chalk. 1 and 3.
1-3. Yeah.
I got 2 and 4.
And then on the Duke one,
Purdue and Duke.
Purdue. Or I have Duke and Marquette. You can't be Purdue and Duke.
Duke and Kentucky.
Oh, I'm sorry. Duke and Kansas State. Yes. Kansas State's going to beat Marquette.
Who's having a party out there?
Not us.
Holy cow.
On the Iowa-Houston one, who's your team?
Houston and Iowa State.
Iowa State, really?
Yep. They're my sleeper.
Hold on. But that's your second 6, isn't it?
Huh?
Oh, no, that's Kentucky's the 6 in that one. Sorry. And then Miss Julie.
I have Indiana and Penn State.
So all Big Ten. I like it.
Yeah,
and then
Big Ten sucks.
on the West,
Kansas and Gonzaga.
Miss Julie.
I have UConn and Gonzaga.
I have Kansas and Gonzaga. All right, let's just go straight to the Final Four.
Okay.
Final Four on the whatever side you want to do first, John.
Arizona and Duke. Houston versus Kansas. I only
Okay.
have two number ones, and then a 2 and a 5.
Arizona, Duke, Houston,
Kansas.
Kansas. Okay.
I have Baylor, Kentucky, and Penn State, UConn.
The Nittany
She's
Lions.
got a number 10
the
in there.
Nittany Lions
Shit.
making a run. I
She
like
got
it.
that shit going.
I got 1-2-1-2. I got Bama, Marquette, Tejas, Kansas.
Okay, when I was doing these picks, I wasn't looking at where they were ranked. I was just like the names. Like,
I understand.
you
You're-
know how we
Hey, you
do
never
it.
know in this tournament. You don't know. UConn, actually, if you look up the facts, it's UConn's turn to win again.
And that's who
Based
I have.
on where they're seated
I
and
have
how their
Kentucky.
season went.
So my finals, I have Kentucky versus UConn, with UConn taking it. Write it down. I'm the winner. Fuck the world.
Who's your national champ? Because I have Arizona versus Kansas.
I have Kansas first, Marquette, and Kansas win.
Kansas wins on mine.
As much as I love Marquette this year, they had their best year since D Wade.
Yeah, it's
Kansas,
over.
Kansas is too much.
Yeah.
And you fucking UConn winning?
Yeah, she does. Versus Kentucky, of all people.
That's
I'm
like,
in it to
that's-
win it.
That's dynasty chalk right there going through.
It is.
I'm
It is.
in it to win it, and I'm ready.
Now, in the women's tournament, I think I did take you. Well, actually, I got my Final Four, and then I let Julie pick, and I think she has UConn over Oklahoma.
So
You did. Hold on. Wait. I want to go back real quick.
Go ahead.
You fucking filled out a women's bracket, John?
You're damn right. What's
He
wrong with
did.
the women's tournament?
I have nothing wrong with the women's tournament. Except for the women don't even fill out the women's bracket for a women's tournament.
That's okay. I do.
I didn't know there was a women's bracket.
And actually, I have Oklahoma versus Stanford. And then I have Notre Dame versus UConn, with UConn beating Oklahoma in the final.
What the fuck is Oklahoma ranked?
5. They're 5 seed.
So they're approximately the 20th best team in
Yeah.
college. And you have them going to the final?
Yeah. You never know what happens in the tournament.
In the women's, it's pretty chalk.
It usually is. But and I have a number 2. She went with UConn, who is probably the best bet because they have the most experience.
But she
And-
just said that she didn't even know there's a bracket
Who?
for women. Your wife.
I didn't know.
I know. I just let her pick my Final Four.
Yeah, he filled it out, and I was like, oh, there's a women's? Oh, okay. And he let me
So-
pick. So
You don't
some-
pick a women's bracket? I mean, why not? What's wrong with that? That's a little
he
sexist.
doesn't like women.
No. I've well that one. Number 2, I just find it funny that I remember what was it about a year or 2 ago when we were doing a show.
We did. We had a big debate.
Julie went hard on the whole WNBA bullshit.
We did. No,
And-
I went hard on the NCAA women's.
No.
No,
You went in hard on the WNBA
WNBA.
not getting paid because the
I
NBA is
did,
paying their
but,
salaries.
But I got triggered because of how the NCAA women were being treated.
Oh yeah.
And their swag bags and their meals and their facilities.
Yeah, they
I
had
went
takeout
hard
lunch.
on it, and
Bag lunch.
you know what? The point is proven. Like, I get it. I don't pay attention. I don't
Somebody said
pay.
they're
I
embarrassed
don't.
to know me because I watch women's basketball.
No. Let's not get it twisted. He does not watch women's basketball. He just picked a women's
No,
bracket.
he said that. Oh, they said
He
they're embarrassed
does
because
not
you watch.
watch women's
No,
basketball.
I have.
I do watch women's softball.
No, you don't.
I do. Every time
Do
Oklahoma's
not
on,
get
I watch
here
that shit.
and lie. Do not get on
Every
here
time
and lie.
Oklahoma's on TV, I watch that
Don't
shit.
get. You do not.
Because they're still ranked #1 in the nation.
How often is? Hold on.
You watch the highlights
They
on
just
ESPN.
won 5-4. That's fine. That's watching it.
That is not
That
watching it.
counts.
Yeah, no, it does not.
I don't watch NBA, but I watch the highlights.
There's
What's
not
wrong
highlights for
with
NBA.
you? Stop lying.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is probably the best player in the
It
NBA
is
right now.
2023. Don't
John
lie.
Morantis,
No, he's not even playing.
but he has a
He'll be back
great.
Monday.
He's great footage of him at the strip club.
Waving his
Okay.
gun on Instagram?
No, his strip club. You didn't see the strip club one?
No.
Hold on.
Kid's a fucking idiot, bro.
So he got suspended for 2 games, right?
8.
Who are we
No,
talking
let
about?
me- let me-
Oh,
John
you're talking about the
Morant.
first one. Okay.
John Morant.
Okay.
So we're gonna go off topic a little bit because we got on basketball real quick. So John Morant got suspended for 2 games for whatever it was. I don't even remember. Oh, the gun thing. So
That was 8.
Look, can I finish?
First of
Yeah, go
all,
ahead.
first off,
but he got
was
suspended for 2 games
Okay,
for the
okay.
gun incident. And then
This is John's problem. He doesn't listen.
exactly. So he spends his 2 games and goes and blows $100K at a strip club.
Nice.
And the strip club releases a picture of him kicked back on a couch with bills scattered all across the floor, getting lap danced on.
What's wrong with that?
And then the NBA suspends him 8 games for conduct
For misconduct.
unbecoming the
Unbecoming.
league
Yeah.
or league or whatever. So my question is, why the fuck is a strip club taking pictures of players and then releasing them? They're never going to get another professional athlete
So
to go
was
to that
it
strip
the
club
actual
again.
strip club?
Is there surveillance footage?
So the surveillance.
Yeah, they'll never have another NBA
They will never
player
have
in there.
another high-profile person
True.
ever go to that strip
In
club.
either
again.
NBA, actor, anybody. yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah, they're done.
Neither will the Marriott.
Because it was obvious.
Exactly.
The Marriott's not worried about it. The Marriott's just like,
well, that particular Marriott won't have any.
it's fucking Phoenix. There's not many choices.
This is true. This is true.
And the Phoenix will hold the Super Bowl in 3 more years, and the Marriott will be booked, and
I feel like if you are a business that gets
high-profile clients,
high-profile clients,
right?
and you have to determine what's high profile and what's not, but I think that if you're a business that gets high-profile clients, you kind of discretion is sacred.
Josh said a WNBA player might still go there.
I agree with you, Trevor, that it's sacred when you let. I mean, we treat them with discretion here. What we talk about off camera doesn't go on camera so much when we have like
NFL player.
football players on our show.
Yeah. So when you talk bad about like Mark and stuff like that, we don't air that on TV.
Yeah, we
you
don't
just
air
talk
that
bad
on
about
TV.
him when he's
Yeah,
not
we
around
just-
us. So is that what you're saying?
We don't do that.
Damn, throwing
We don't
shade,
do
bro.
that.
Damn.
No, but I feel like as a business, you do because you just lost business. Like you said,
The
you-
guy
you
just blew
lost
$100K
business.
at your club.
And then you want to out him?
and you're gonna go put him on blast for
Yeah.
being a 22-year-old wanting to get his dick wet at a strip club
I
and
agree.
blows $100K at your place, and you blast a picture of him all over TMZ saying,
But then we as a society wonder why these NFL and NBA players and MLB players, they are shy to come out and be a part of normal society, so much to say, but we wonder why they don't, or why they shy away from talking to us as fans, because we turn around and we basically stab them in the back by putting their shit online.
yeah, I'm not arguing that fact at all, because society now with the social media just has ruined privacy for anybody. One.
Yeah, because you guys brought up Karl Malone. I never knew that shit.
You never knew he was a child molester?
No, I never knew.
I didn't know either.
So, yeah, I mean, today's society just blows everything out of proportion.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, that was news back then, though.
I was a Michael Jordan fan. I didn't really watch Karl Malone. I watched him get beat in the finals twice, but that was about it.
That's because Jordan pushed off.
On Brian Russell? Get the fuck out of here.
All right, so real quick, Trevor, I'm going to give you the floor. Let's talk about MLB. Opening day is in 2 weeks.
That's like 10 days from now. That sounds exciting. I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah.
I'm fucking stoked.
I always look forward to...
Josh said he liked the baseball talk. Here we go again, Josh.
I always look forward to opening day. It's one of my favorite days of the year. I always make sure that I'm off work in time to catch the first game. If I don't catch any other game in the season, I definitely catch opening day. Last year, we got to go to actually opening day, which was a bucket list thing, and so I was super excited about that. What are you most looking forward to coming up with the MLB season?
The Brewers are coming to Texas this year. Mark your calendar.
Mark
your calendars.
We're going to the game.
Mark your calendars.
Let's
Brewers
do
are coming
it.
to Texas for a
Hold
weekend
on.
series.
Before we say that, do you have our Renegades tickets? Are we doing that?
I haven't been offered any yet. I haven't gotten info on that yet.
He told me to text him every single day, and I did.
You text me one day, one time, and that was basically on the drive home from the show when you brought it up. Number one.
I like it.
Anyways, so we're going to go to the Brewers game.
Yes.
The Brewers-Rangers game. We got to go for that.
Yes.
What else are you looking forward to? Are there any particular players that you're excited to see?
There's actually the young talent in baseball right now is probably one of the strongest it's been in a while. Like you got the rookie class from last year, which was pretty stacked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had Julio Rodriguez, who gave Seattle Mariners fans a glimpse of, hey, what would like when, you know, Griffey rolled up and Rodriguez rolled up back in the 90s. Like, he lit Seattle on fire up there. And they got a lot of good young talent. The Rangers spent money yet again. The Rangers are trying to compete with the New Yorks of the league and the Dodgers of the league by spending money. But
I think it's wasted.
But their farm system is starting to grow.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Rangers are
Kumar.
I don't think the Rangers
2 years away.
are.
They're not contenders this year.
They're not.
They're
contenders.
a year. They're 2 years away because.
But it'll be exciting how they grow.
If they grow.
I'm gonna stick with the positive, and I'm gonna say it'll be exciting to watch them grow.
If they grow.
Jake DeGrom is gonna be. He's
If he
gonna be
plays.
pretty exciting
If
to
he
watch.
stay healthy.
If he stays healthy.
Okay.
He hasn't been healthy for a few years, but I meant your division's tough because Seattle's on the come up. I think the Angels will be improved this year, like I say every fucking year.
Hold on. Yeah, we go through this every
know,
year
I know,
that the
I know.
Angels are going to be better and better and better. And they, every year
Can
they
I just
fucking
can I
stink.
put it on record?
Shoot.
I want to put it on record that I think this year, unfortunately, is going to be Mike Trout's last season as an Angel.
It'll be Shohei's, but I don't think it'll be Trout's.
I think
Trout
it's
still has a contract. Shohei is up this year.
Shohei's got on a
Write it
one-year deal.
down
Trout's on like
that I
Trout's
said.
got like 9 years and like $300 million.
Yeah, they just signed him to like a fucking gazillion
Unfortunately,
dollars.
I love Mike Trout. I love watching him play as a baseball player. For whatever reason, I have my reasons. Don't worry about it. But
think he's hot.
because he's sexually arousing.
Stop. But anyways,
What Josh said, Mariners World Series?
Mariners,
Best
yeah.
pitching staff in
Okay,
baseball.
so anyways, I'm
Could
putting
be.
it on record.
Behind Houston.
I'm putting it on record that this is Mike Trout's last season as an Angel.
Okay.
If it's Mike Trout's last season as an Angel, that means the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl this year.
So
and
what
that's
he's
not gonna
saying
happen.
is Texas
Write that
is the
fucking
fourth
down.
best team in our division, and I'm saying they're third.
but not last.
Right. Oakland's last.
Yeah,
I say they jump the Angels this year because you're
you were
always
ahead of the
telling-
Angels last year, so you can't jump them.
Well, over you, because you always think the Angels are. But
Angel-
it's going to be Houston,
Ang-
Seattle, Texas, L.A.
I think it's
Oakland.
Seattle, Houston, L.A.
I don't think anybody can
Rangers.
dethrone.
Seattle, Houston lost pitching.
They
Verlander's
did, but
gone.
it doesn't matter.
Houston is trash.
Houston's a trash can.
I hate
Who
Houston.
won the World Series?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. The assholes, but yes.
Yeah, but they lost their best player.
They're
So?
trash.
They just keep bringing up new players.
Name a new player they brought up.
I don't know. I don't watch Houston. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can find one.
Jeremy Pena from last year. Who was that?
Ray says, go Red Sox. Josh says, Mariners World Series, best pitching staff in baseball. Comments, concerns?
What?
Calling HR? What are we doing?
So we got that. Let's just shoot over to the Central.
Okay.
Who's in the Central, John?
Hold on.
I want to go back to players to watch too as well.
Let's watch. Let's talk about that real quick.
I brought up Julio.
Okay.
I meant last year you've got Bobby Witt Jr. for the Kansas City Royals.
Mm-hmm. We're going to be the worst team in the Central. You asked who's in the Central.
So
Kansas City's going to be the worst team.
So for me, I'm watching.
Who you looking for?
I'm watching Mike Trout, of course. I'm watching Jake DeGrom's success with the Rangers.
And injuries.
And for some reason, I just feel it in the back of my head. I'm watching Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Well, of course.
I'm watching him. I want to see what he actually does this year because I think this is going to be a pivotal year for him.
How so?
I just feel like it is.
You know what I'm excited for? I didn't get it because they didn't have the one I'm looking for, but I am all San Diego Padres this year.
Are you?
100%.
Manny Machado?
Manny Machado.
Fuck Manny Machado.
Fernando Tatis is
Fuck
coming
Manny
back.
Machado.
They
Let's
got
not
fucking
get
Juan
back
Soto.
on that, okay?
Like they have arguably, in some people's eyes, could be the 1, 2, and 3 best players in Major League Baseball.
I think Manny Machado is the Zeke Elliott of baseball. He is overpaid.
He just re-upped.
He is over
Yeah, he did.
fucking
He got a big ass
paid.
contract too.
He is over fucking paid.
He was second.
Fuck that him.
He was second
fuck
in
him.
MVP last year.
She just hates him.
Second is the first loser.
Wow.
Okay.
So to answer your question, in the
I
AL
understood.
Central, it's going to be very tight at the top 3. Because you got Minnesota, Cleveland, and Chicago. In that order.
Chicago's done.
And then Detroit and Kansas City are at the bottom.
Detroit is on the come up though. They got some young talent.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to overcome. If anything, Detroit ends up 3rd and Chicago 4th, but Minnesota and Cleveland take that one.
Chicago lost their window. And then you got the East.
With the Yankees?
Yeah.
And somebody said the Red Sox.
I think it's Toronto's division.
The Red Sox are like the worst team
Actually,
in that
Tampa.
division.
I think Tampa Bay wins that division.
I think Toronto.
It's Tampa.
I'm going with Toronto.
We're going north of the border, and then the southernmost team.
Toronto, Tampa, and then New York?
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause
going
Tampa,
I'm going Toronto.
As everyone knows, I started collecting sports cards, so I'm heavily.
You got to be rooting for Toronto.
I don't have any Toronto bullshit.
No?
I have a shit ton of Wander Franco rookie cards.
Oh, okay.
So I need him to improve because last year at this time, Wander Franco, like base rookie cards were going for like $50 a pop. A base rookie card that they printed 1 million times. And now those are going for like $1 because he was injured last year.
I got you.
And I went to a fucking Tampa Bay game last year here in Texas because Tampa Bay is playing and Wander was on the team and he was fucking injured, so it's depressing.
Well, it's just like we went to the Angels so she could see Mike Trout and he was hurt too. So
Yeah, I was depressed.
it happens.
But yeah, so I meant fucking baseball, man. It's fucking baseball season.
It's baseball.
Because this is the most boring part of the year, basically, for sports fans.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting up in the Dallas.
How is it the most boring part of the year when you got the NCAA tournament starting tomorrow?
Okay, well, you got the NCAA, and then you've got the XFL, and the USFL is starting next month. Like,
yeah,
you've got sports, but
it's not sports. It's one-off sports. And
it's sports to watch when you don't have true sports to watch.
Name one NCAA player playing in the tournament, John. Name just one player.
I can't. I've had too many beers.
I don't watch NCAA.
It's because
not this year. Now the kid that's playing overseas, I can't pronounce his name, but
yeah,
he's
Victor,
like the next. Yeah, Abadeo or whatever.
Yeah, the 6 foot.
Oh my gosh, I got to give a quick shout out right quick.
Shoot.
We have an old friend of the show watching. Charlie is watching tonight. I don't know what jab you're throwing at me, sir, but you can back up for a second. He says if you bought Topps 2022 Series 1, you got 1 million Franco rookies.
They printed 1 million Franco rookies of it, yeah.
And then for some reason he said that's all bullshit, Julie. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know.
Everything you say is.
That is not what he's saying. Charlie, don't say that.
I'm pretty sure it's what he said.
Charlie, don't say that.
But this is one of those years like there's not that outstanding star in.
No, there's not.
Because everyone's waiting next year for Bronny James to play his college basketball. Everyone's playing for Victor.
Oh, he's talking about XFL and USFL.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's
I
playing.
watched the XFL.
Everyone's banking on Victor, whatever his name is, coming the 7-2.
Oladipo?
Yeah. There's no hype.
Did you know that Shaq's son, Shakir
is a tight end?
O'Neal?
No,
he plays
NBA,
for
college basketball.
Texas State University. He plays here.
I think they made the tournament, didn't they?
TSU?
They were playing tonight.
Yeah, they were playing.
They were playing tonight.
So
the game was on when we started.
That'll be exciting.
And Shaq's other, was it Shaq's? Oh, that was Randy Moss's son. Sorry, I was thinking Randy Moss's son. A couple years ago, he was a tight end for LSU. So I think the tournament this year is just, it seems lackluster. Whether it maybe
Are we back on NCAA?
No, Texas lost. Texas Southern lost, by the way, 84-61.
We're talking about the downtime in sports and why baseball, the excitement of baseball, because baseball starts at the perfect time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Football is on its downslope before everything starts. NBA's in the dog days of NBA, and who the fuck cares about NBA because they're a bunch of whiny bitches. And we basically refuse to talk about them unless something stupid happens, like Kyrie and Luka still sitting out. Did you hear Jason Kidd's comments the other day after they lost? He's like, yeah, injuries happen, blah, 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 blah. And, I mean, it's not like anyone's dying. It's just basketball. Like, that was his comment or something like that. Like, really?
Do you think, and I'm going to throw this out to the fans that are watching the show right now, do you think that the NBA is on the downslope of just fandom, of being something that's watched? Do you think there are still enough fans that really give a shit about?
Oh, yeah.
They sell
all you got to do is get on any of those groups. I mean, the LeBron, I sent you the picture last
we're
week.
1%ers. We as a group are 1%ers.
Because
basically just don't care.
The NBA's gotten so soft we can't watch it anymore because they're all just
it's the new generation of people. This is their kind of NBA.
Yeah.
You load,
high scoring,
you load manage, you eat your healthy greens,
and you get hurt next week. So
you eat quinoa, spaghetti.
Yeah, you live on kale. You social media your whole life. Everything is put on Twitter. Like
somebody said they hate when they agree with you.
Who hates when they agree with me?
Josh said that tonight. He said, "Man, I hate when I agree with T-Bag."
What's he agree with me about?
I don't know, but it's
probably everything I'm saying because I speak truth.
No, he was hating on you earlier. So
I know. Yeah, but no, I meant today's NBA.
Big Easy Eric says, "Man, I hate when I agree with John."
I appreciate that. But
and Josh says, "Skinny jeans are wrecking basketball."
But I mean, you look at baseball. When have you seen outside of Trevor Bauer a year ago getting accused by a girlfriend of hurting him, even though he was unaccused of everything, because all that mess. Like, when do you see baseball people getting into the limelight for bad things?
Not very often.
Not very often.
Right. I mean, football, it's
hit and miss.
Mm-hmm.
For the size of football and the football teams of 53 players on 30 teams, 32 teams in the NFL. There's 13 players on 30 teams in the NBA. There's so much more drama in the NBA. Yeah. NFL players aren't sitting out because, oh no, I have a sore left kneecap.
No, but I have seen some turf toes.
Nick says, I gotta hang now. I need the night off.
Exactly. Yeah, Kyrie's played like 4 games for the Mavericks and now sat up like 4 straight games.
And they've also dropped from like the number 4 seed to the 8 seed all of a sudden.
Yeah, they're about to be out the playoffs. But it just shows the NBA's turning into this generation's
work,
everything, their work ethic, their patterns of life. they live on social media. They get butthurt about social media. Like, people can say what the fuck they want in their comments about me, whatever it is. I'm not going to get hurt. It's not going to affect me.
You were highly hated tonight.
That's 100% fine. I don't care. I hate myself every day. It doesn't even matter in my life.
John was 100% loved tonight. And I was
it
just
doesn't
kind
even
of,
affect me, so.
All right, guys.
You just got to bring the pain.
So we have come to that point in the night when it's just time to close it up. Let's shut it down and head home. Like, so what I want to do real quick is I want to go around the table, including Mr. HR. Let me know what you learned tonight. And I'm going to start with Trevor, since you look troubled because I asked you that question.
No.
What did you learn tonight, and do you have any final thoughts?
The one thing I learned tonight is John has a hard boner for his
Wait, hold on. Let me check that.
His quarterback predictions because he got blind lucky on 2 of them.
I did my research, motherfucker.
It's still there's like a 30% chance that Jimmy G even starts week 1. He'll probably be injured by then.
He probably will be.
But Kyle Trask will start for Tampa Bay.
Not happening, but okay.
And what else I learned today is it's fucking baseball season. That's all that matters.
Baseball.
It's fucking baseball.
It's baseball.
Baseball opening day is I think the most exciting day.
Yeah.
It is. It's
very
better than week
very
1 of the
hyped up.
NFL.
Yeah.
It's very hyped up.
The
Yeah.
Fuck.
I look forward to opening day more than I look forward to the start of the NFL. I really do. I really do.
100%.
John, Big John, what did you learn, and do you have any final thoughts for today?
I learned that y'all full of shit because both of y'all be watching the NFL.
I can watch NFL all day. I get more excited for baseball.
Somebody said T-Bag's drunk, and then I agree. What did I learn today? I learned that Trevor, when it comes to picking free agency quarterbacks, is not very good. And I whooped his ass.
You got fucking 2 right.
I got 2. No, we got a lot right because we agreed on some of them. But out of the ones we didn't agree on,
you have 2.
You're 0 for 2 and I'm 2 for 2.
John's undefeated in 2023.
Boom. Just like my Broncos are undefeated in 2023. Just don't hate because your Packers lost, the Cowboys lost. It's okay.
You didn't lose.
Yes, you did. You lost to the Lions.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
wrap it up.
You're 0-1 and we're 1-0. Yeah. But then, you know what I learned? I learned that we have a great group chat, and they actually kept it on point tonight, and they kept things going. And
you love the fans?
I do. I love the fans. That's what I'm here for.
Over behind the 1s and 2s, we have Mr. HR himself, the king of the castle, Jedi.
Well, John just stole my answer. That's what I was going to say. You guys got some great listeners tuning in. Some great comments.
Jedi, I hear that you have something going on this weekend. What you got? Is it this weekend or next weekend?
No, it's actually
next weekend.
No, it's the barbecue. That's next month.
Okay.
Yeah, next month on the 28th, right? 28th? 27th. Green Elephant.
27th of April.
Yep, it's a family-friendly event. We're going to have some amazing barbecue. So the guy who's making the barbecue, it's the family. They've always come out and help us every year for Very Spicy Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
They make some of the best barbecue I've ever had in my life. So they're gonna be out. We're going to have bounce house. We're going to have face painting. We're going to have a bunch of superheroes. And then my favorite part, we're going to have DJ Leo J on the 1s and 2s. He's fantastic DJ, so I'm really excited.
Awesome. Do me a favor real quick. Let's talk about Heroes United. That is your foundation that you started. I believe you started a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, well, so... Yeah, 8 years ago is when we started doing it. We turned into an official 501c3 2 years ago. We were originally called A Very Spidey Christmas, and the actual charity is called Heroes United. We're trying to expand a little bit. So typically what we've always done is give out toys on Christmas dressed as superheroes. But what we're trying to do is... do it more than just on Christmas. You know, these same kids who aren't getting anything on Christmas, guess what? They're not getting anything on their birthday either. So let's try to help out. Why does all these charities only focus on Christmas? It's It's not fair.
I agree.
I like
I
it.
agree. So you're holding a barbecue at the Green Elephant, which
Yes.
is where's the Green Elephant? Because I'm not familiar with
It's
this area
next to
completely.
Blue
It's off of
Giraffe.
75. It's next to where?
The Blue Giraffe.
Yeah, there you go. No, I don't. It's off of 75. Where do you say it? It's over off of close to like Lower Greenville area.
Okay.
Yeah, just
It's a free event,
it is free.
and you
yes.
are taking donations to help with the foundation as well, correct?
We are. It's a
Okay.
it's a charity. So the event is called Grill and Chill, a charity event. So
Okay.
yeah, come on out
And
grill
any
and
of our
chill with us.
listeners that want to help out the Heroes United Foundation, how can they help you?
So we Heroes United always has an active GoFundMe going. So if you just go to Heroes United on our Facebook page, you can check out our flyer, and it will have a link to our GoFundMe page. They can donate that way. Yeah, just really follow us on social media, and I'm gonna constantly start throwing out little ways that people can donate and get involved.
Awesome. I know I always enjoy getting involved with you guys, especially around Christmas. I'm glad that you guys are doing it all year round now. So any help that our fans want to help out with you guys, let me know, and I will point you in the right direction. We really do appreciate all the love and support from our fans, and for this great couple that we work with constantly. So I am Queen Petty, and I learned that you guys are difficult. You two are like I thought I was a diva, but you guys are fucking divas, man. Sometimes like it's hard to rein you in, and you guys made my job hard tonight. But I love every minute of it. I love this show. I love our fans. Fans, you guys always do a good job at keeping these two on their toes and throwing out some great
Were you
comments. What happened?
I didn't remember seeing John with a drink from, so I was just asking.
Yeah, he was drinking. He just wasn't drinking from an unsponsored bottle.
None of our shit's sponsored.
No, none of our shit's
Exactly.
sponsored.
Unless he's drinking
But
like
if you
dick
want to
water, which
sponsor
he
us,
likes, but-
let me know.
Wow.
Hit me up. Real quick, guys, if you want to get into the NCAA bracket for 12-pack, you have just a few hours left. Hit me up tonight. I will be sending out brackets first thing in the morning, or links to the bracket.
Or on the way home.
If you want to win a 12-pack of beer
Or if you're out of town,
soda.
a gift card.
we'll send you a gift card if you're out of
John
town.
will send you 12-pack of condoms.
A 12-pack of anything, really, I guess.
Well, no, don't
No,
say
not of
anything.
anything. Not of anything.
Jesus.
Yeah. 12-pack of Twinkies. I'll do a 12-pack of Twinkies.
That's
But
what she
anyways,
said.
if you want to get in on the NCAA March Madness bracket for 12-pack, please hit me up. Please hit John up. Let us know so that way we can send you the link. Time is of the essence. I think we've got like maybe 14 hours left. But hit us up.
About 12.
We love you guys. We're so appreciative of everything that you do and all the support you send us. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching 12-pack. Have a good night. Peace.